All right, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Audio is good, stream is good, and hey everybody, happy hump day. Hopefully you guys are all having a good day. CPI came out, the debate was last night. There was a whole lot to talk about, and we'll get through all of it in due time here. But first, we're gonna give Loki a small treat here for today because he's been a good boy, and so Loki's gonna come up here. Yeah. Good boy. There you go. See, he didn't even steal it this time. He's slowly learning. And hey, Villarat, happy to see you, my man. Hope you're doing well. As always, YouTube is kind of slow about notifying people that I'm live, and I don't know exactly why it does that, but I'm assuming people will come rolling in here in a few minutes. So, we've gotten through the big part of the week here. It's going to be like a few days of different inflation data coming out. Today's inflation data, I would say, was okay, good. It's kind of what we were looking for here. Bitcoin did not take it the right way. The stock market did take it the right way, so I'm a little bit more concerned about Bitcoin right now. The fact that we had a decent inflation report. Sorry, don't know what the fuck that was. But you know when you have something in the mouth, it doesn't feel right. You know, Bitcoin took a little bit of a beating today, and it's come back up quite nicely, I will admit. But right now, it seems like we're just trying to hold on and try to have another attempt at breaking out. We're still having issues with a little bit above 58,000. It's like literally like 58,100. That seems to be that concern that we have, and we're trying and we're trying and we're trying. And, you know, it's not really working out too well for us right now. And hey, Carrick, happy to see you, my man. And Nicholas, happy to see both of you guys here. Loki just climbed on the sofa. You guys can't see him, but he's over there. So right now, I still think things are looking okay. We got Bitcoin in a semi-bullish mood here. It's still much more of a shorter-term bullish move, but I think we still have the opportunity to get pushed back up here towards 60,000. The volatility that's been happening over the last couple, days and whatnot, with the debate last night, and then of course with the CPI data coming out this morning, you can see how that has a little bit of an effect on Bitcoin here. And even more than that, I would say, before we start looking at charts, we saw Bitcoin go down a little bit during that CPI report. It actually managed to come back up quite well, and then there was a secondary dump after that. And I'm wondering if whales are just trying to play a little bit of games here to spook people out so Bitcoin doesn't actually have this next breakout above basically like 58,100 and starts moving up to 60. I'm wondering if they're trying to slow that down a little bit. And to an extent, they can slow it down, but it's going to take a little bit more than CPI data that was good for us overall to really change things. And I think one of the reasons people might have been a little bit more spooked about it is, to me, because inflation was just okay, the Fed will not take the slowing down of the economy very seriously. And I'm sure they're going to probably do a 25 basis point rate cut when they should be doing a 50 basis point rate cut. At least in, my opinion here, I think the economy is slowing down from much more than they think. And I believe they're going to, the lag hasn't hit their numbers just yet. And so because of that, they're kind of driving blind here as far as how much they really should be cutting, especially because inflation is continuing to come down at a pretty decent rate right now, right? So we'll kind of get in all that. And hey, Anthony, happy to see you as well from Belgium. I haven't been to Belgium. I need to go over there. All right, so let's go over here to this and let's see what we can find out here. So I think it's better we just start off with the weekly chart here. We've still been talking about these levels of resistance, the hardships here about just getting back into a bullish mindset. This is a good start, I would say, to trying to have a better week next week. I think this week is probably going to be continuing to be a little bit more boring. Sure, on the shorter time frames, you're seeing some really good volatility, but we haven't had a big flush or a big pop just yet, or a lot of craziness right here. We haven't really had one of these big weeks in a while here. Last week, I think we were pretty volatile. This one seems much more tamed. It feels more like this week over here. So I'm hoping that we can continue to move higher as we go on. But because this candle is pretty much flat for the most part, it does open up the door for a pretty big week next week, timing up for the FOMC report. So we're going to have to keep track of that. If I zoom out a little bit more, I mean, again, we've just been going down, steady, Eddie. MACDs and whatnot are still pretty bearish here. I think for now, though, that daily chart is what we're hoping for. You can see right now we have a green MACD here, so things are turning around a little bit. The day just started here, so this is a new MACD number, if you will, and because of that, it's not confirmed. So we could easily come back down today and this be a red MACD signal, basically. So just be careful of that right now. But the fact that we are starting off in the green, that does make me feel a little bit nicer here. Just like back over here, we barely flipped around. After one good day here, you started to see it get better and better and better. So you might see people start to do some longs here today and tomorrow with, like I told you guys earlier in the week, more generous stop losses if you want to even have stop losses on these types of moves. What people are looking at here, and we've already talked about this as far as buying around the 50-day moving average here, or 50 moving average on the forward chart, excuse me. It's come down here a couple times. Those are good buying opportunities. What they're going to be looking for again for today is people are going to be looking for a buying opportunity sometime tonight going into tomorrow morning, and they're waiting to see if Bitcoin can have a pop and try to go back above 59,000 bucks right here, which is that next level of resistance. The way I see it, you're almost hoping not just for a break above the $59,000 mark, because when we do break above this 20-week moving average and stuff, what's it freezing for? There we go. You know, when we break above some of these moving averages, it can be pretty volatile. You can see in this one, the resistance level is a little bit above $62,500. Go over here to the daily. You see there's a lot of moving averages all throughout here, about 3. You could see a clear pop all the way back up to around 60,000, again, matching up with the other level. And then from there, pushing back down a little bit more, and then trying to have that large move back up here to 60. So I think you're really looking at that pure 20-hour to maybe 25-hour trade right now if you guys are looking to buy to be sometime tonight. And so that's kind of the goal. It still is a day trade in my opinion. The 4 hours kind of cooling off a little bit. You guys can see it right here. Maybe I should take this one down, RSI. Let's open this up a little bit. There you go. You can see how this is cooling down just a tad. That gets me a little bit more concerned. You're going to have to see Bitcoin really start to boom here, or we are going to try to come back down here a little bit more and probably head back down here towards the mid-50s again, like 55, 54,000 bucks, basically this order block zone. So we're coming into a crunch time here where we're going to need something to push Bitcoin up, and it needs to happen pretty fast, which means you don't really have to hold your position too long. The two ways I might think about doing this, especially if you want to be a little bit more careful with your income or your funds. Let me actually pull this up here for you so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I can do it with a full screen. If you want to buy anytime over the next few hours, it'll be somewhere below 57,700. It'll be down there somewhere. You could have a stop loss right over here at 55,000 basically, or 54,800. And then just let it ride and see if it manages to have that big move. It should happen fairly soon, so I don't think we're going to have a real big chance to retest all these levels like we did back over here. No. When was the last time we retested these levels? It was a while ago. Yeah, back over here. I don't think we're going to be able to do those two little wicks this time. I think Bitcoin's going to try to have a pretty abrupt move. So I'm paying attention quite closely here. I'm not going to go crazy with the trade, but I think I do want to have a little bit of a long here to see what happens. On the 15-hour chart, excuse me, 15-minute chart, MACD is turning back over along with the stochastic. I think I just had the RSI. There we go. This one's doing okay as well. 1 hour is back to being bullish, but you see how it's cooling off a little bit here? A little bit. Not enough on the MACD. 2 hour, picking back up on the 2 hour. 3 hour, picking back up on the 3 hour. And the 4 hour, it's still doing okay. Coming down, but still okay. So I might try to go long here a little bit later to see what type of trade I can get out of this. So far, I've been enjoying the scalps, but I think this might be a fun trade to do with you guys, even though it's going to be something of a, you know, lower leverage type of play, unless you guys want to go pretty gung-ho with this one. Dollar index today off of the CPI data, you can see that it went up. That would indicate it was bad news, but ultimately I don't think it was terrible. You can see that we broke down a while ago on that dollar index. Why does this feel so off? Am I zoomed in or something? No, I'm not zoomed in. All of this feels so big and kind of clunky. Normally my charts feel like they're a little bit smaller, like something like that. Yeah, I don't know why it feels so different. I'll zoom in so you guys can keep it, see what I'm talking about here. But yeah, so that's basically what's going on right now. You're also looking at the opportunity for the dollar index to actually break back up here, which would be something surprising. And if we're lucky, maybe Bitcoin will go up with even though normally Bitcoin's not doing that. Overall market pretty much sideways over the last couple days, but I will have to say the Dow Jones daily back to where it was, NASDAQ back well above where it is, trying to climb back up here slowly, and the SPY, same type of thing. It's trying to make its move back up here to have a little bit more of a stronger rebound. It's going to be volatile. Don't get too excited about these short-term moves. Those weekly charts are still trending downwards, but again, I do think there's some openings here for some day trades going on. And hey, Crypto Ricky, favorite cold storage wallet, Ledger. Right now it's probably Ledger. They have some nice ones. I like the screens they have on them right now. Plus the security has always been solid with me. Another one might be Alfie, or so I think that's the brand Alfie. When you're expecting the lowest price, it depends on what you mean by lowest price. Like for what time frame? Right now, the way we're heading, we're probably going to start going back down here to the 40s eventually if we just can't hold on to the support level. We'll know next week, though. I don't think we're looking at breaking down or doing anything crazy this week. Not unless there's like a big whale activity type of thing where everybody starts to panic all over again. And I haven't heard any rumors of Mt. Gox or stuff like that. I think if we do start to plummet back down a little bit more towards like the mid 40s or the high 40s, it's really going to come down to what is going on with those federal rate cuts. That's all that matters next week is Fed rate cuts. I'm pretty sure everybody knows it's going to be 25, but usually whales use those types of big announcements to really push Bitcoin down or up based on the news. And I don't think 25 is going to be bad news or good news, and so it kind of leaves the door open for the whales to make their own move, which typically they're going to follow momentum, which is right now down. Right? So. What's for dinner, Michael? Good to see you. I have nothing at my house right now, actually, for food. I think I had oatmeal for lunch. My sister just went off to college a few hours ago, so I was with her the whole day. I was going to go to Costco tonight, but I just kind of spaced, so I'm going to go tomorrow. Might order some Uber Eats or something. I had a smoothie for lunch, and that was fine. I think I want to get myself some lettuce wraps, maybe some grilled beef or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but it should be good whatever I get in there. And hey, Arlake, happy to see you, my man. Thanks for joining in. Let me go back over here to the 15-minute chart so we can kind of watch this for a little bit, because I do want to take a few minutes to actually go over some other stuff here. Because now Bitcoin is trying to curl. Maybe we might even have something more of a cup and handle here playing out for a nice move while we're streaming. I'm not streaming until like 8 o'clock, so never mind, but maybe we'll have that move. If it does start to happen, I'll stick around a little bit longer. Is your short at 57,420 looking okay? It's still fine as long as you have that stop loss there. But right now, this volatility is kicking butt right now. This is making, like I said before, this is going to make it a little bit more difficult to try to hold on to your positions over 20 to 30 hours. Like I said, that was a couple days ago. Did I say that? No, Monday. Yeah, Monday. Yeah. So right now, on the shorter time frames, Bitcoin is still pretty bullish. I think if you want to have a stop loss, it's basically just right up here with that 58,100 mark, just where we've been having a lot of tough issues, because Bitcoin looks like it's trying to do something abnormal right now, right? You see how nasty these candles look? Look at that nasty wick, and it's trying to pop back up. I'd much rather be long on the short-term move here to see if we can have a pop, because even today, was it back when CPI data came out? Was it right here? The move wasn't that bad. It was a secondary move that really pushed things back down. But you saw how fast that got eaten back up. To me, this is kind of scary as somebody who wants to own more shorts, because typically I like to see us mellow out a little bit, and then we can usually have that continuation. This did not mellow out at all to continue. No, this thing came roaring back, and that's what concerns me right now about any short positions here. I keep on getting all these random LinkedIn messages, and I don't even use LinkedIn. All right, so as far as the rest of the market, I'm just going to show you guys the daily charts here. We already know Bitcoin's humming along here, but Ethereum, look at Bitcoin's move yesterday. See how we kind of came back down, popped up a little bit more, and everything kind of turned out okay. Ethereum, a little bit lower here, a little bit lower. Why does it keep doing that? I wonder if it's because I have the smart money on there. Does it fix itself when I take it off? Yeah, it does. All right, but you guys can see still pretty bearish as far as Ethereum is concerned. Solana, sideways, trying to see if we can make a pump later on or have a little bit more of a dip and rip type of effect. Dogecoin bouncing off the 20 here. You know, WIF not really doing much. Yeah, most tokens aren't really doing too much today. They were actually down quite a bit yesterday compared to Bitcoin, which is surprising. Bitcoin didn't seem to have too much of a bad move. I think it was Turbo. Yeah, Turbo had a really bad day today. Doesn't look like a lot, but that move from Turbo was about 7% down. So you may have one of those days where Bitcoin dominance grows a little bit. There you go. And we'll see if Bitcoin's able to actually make that move higher. Now, let me go back over here very fast. Bitcoin dipped right after the debate, Kamala hurting us. Well, as far as the debate, yeah, Kamala, she did a much better job than Trump. I remember talking to you guys about how she's going to try to get underneath Trump's skin and she's going to try to rattle him. She did that like a pro. Trump was fucking real stupid yesterday. And this is why, another reason I don't like debates, whether it's like Kamala Harris or Trump or Joe Biden or RFK or Hillary Clinton or anybody, it seems like all of these people, like they just don't have good answers to any questions that are being put in front of them or any really decent rebuttals. It started to me when Kamala Harris was asked about, are people better off than they were a few years ago? Like right now, they're better off. And she just went to this pre-random fucking rehearsed thing about, I was born to a middle-class family type shit. And I was like, oh my God. And then Trump started talking. I think he had a strong point about the economy. But when they started talking about abortion and stuff, Kamala kept on like laying these little traps like really, really nicely. I mean, they were obvious traps, but apparently not to fucking Trump. Oh God, that was a shit show last night. And then I was hoping to kind of learn more policy from Kamala. And then I didn't hear hardly any policy from Kamala. And so I think Kamala won the debate. But I don't know if she necessarily won a bunch of votes because of that, because she still didn't really show off her policy. And as we've shown before, we've tried to go to her website. There is no policy on it, at least since the last time we checked. So it was definitely a shit show last night. And whoever prepped Kamala, I think, did a decent job. But again, it's like politicians don't respect the fact that we want to hear policy. They keep on thinking we want something else. And maybe people vote like they do want something else. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it was definitely a weird debate. And Anthony, happy to see my man. Hey Vegas, Nick. Hey Smoky, Las Vegas, thick as fog. Oh really? It was smoky here the last couple weeks, but it's actually toned down a little bit. We just had a few days of rain here in the Pacific Northwest. Like 1.5 to 2 days, and all of a sudden now it's back to blue skies. We have a rally coming one more fall. I'm hoping, because every time we get up here, we're getting rejected a little bit here, but this time we're cooking up a storm. If we dip back down, I'll probably try to take a little bit of a buy. But we weren't even able to, the shorts weren't even able to take advantage of these death crosses on the 15-minute chart. Typically, these things are pretty nice for us. When's the last time the 50 crossed below the 200? Like back over here, actually, that golden cross didn't do much for us either, actually. Usually they give us some solid moves here. This one didn't give too much here. You gotta watch out for those spikes, but if it happens more gradually, there's definitely some support building up. We'll keep an eye on it. As far as the CNBC and what's going on in the world right now, stock futures inch lower as investors brace for more inflation and labor data. And they're not really down at all right now, right? Norfolk Southern CEO Alan Shaw replaced by CFO. Had a fair. Consumer price index rose 0.2%. That wasn't crazy at all. Asian Pacific market set to open higher, tracking gains in Wall Street. It's crazy how whatever way America goes, usually the world's going in that direction as well. Unless some other countries having some real fucking issues, like Japan was a few weeks ago. Yeah, there's like no news today, which is crazy. House Speaker Johnson pulls government funding bill after GOP support collapses. Yeah, I thought he was going to be much better House Speaker. He's actually pretty bad, and he's kind of way more moderate than he appeared when he was on TV. Hey, Josh, been watching me since the Elon Saturday Night Live. That was a fun yet shitty day, all packed in one. Very dramatic, very, very dramatic. And again, but you don't have to be a Trump supporter to have realized that was another coordinated attack by Kamala and the anchors or whoever those people were running the debate. Oh, the moderators? Oh yeah, those moderators are trash. I tweeted about that whole time. Yeah, those moderators were not unbiased and fair. They definitely had an agenda there, and it showed. That's a very bad look. But even so, the damage to Trump was done, right? And if I was Trump, I wouldn't do another debate, because I think I saw it trending on Twitter last night. There was like even Fox News said he had a bad debate or something like that. And I think people forget one of the reasons I think Trump is popular is because people know the media doesn't really like him all too much. He's a little bit different, and you can kind of get those vibes when the media is lying about him. However, I don't think Fox News is a friend to Trump like people think. I don't like, just like ABC, like MSNBC will defend Kamala Harris with anything, right? Fox News will not do the same thing to Donald Trump. They're much more corporate minded, almost like a CNN, if you will, where CNN will come out and lie straight to your face, but it's not for the interest of necessarily a politician. It's from somebody more of like a wealthy person or a wealthy group of people who want the country to go in a certain direction. That's the way I feel about Fox. MSNBC is much more ideological driven. Fox and CNN are more pragmatic. But the damage was done to Trump nonetheless. The damage was done. Kamala attacked and name called and said, "Why don't we move on and stop name calling?" Yeah, exactly. But still, that's not the way most people are going to see it, because the way it was moderated and such. At 15 cents, what do you see it getting to? Is Dogecoin at 15 cents? I don't know what the question is, but Dogecoin is not at 15 cents. No, it's at 10 cents. Yeah. Ethereum is bullish. Yes, it is. Do you think we'll go back down before going higher? It all depends on the time zone. Like, we can go back down over the next 10 seconds and then go back up. But I don't know what you mean by that. Let's see. In a crypto shoes, they did great. Yeah, as far as Kamala did, she came prepared. She knew what she wanted to do, and she did it exactly as, for the most part, exactly as planned. I think her only fault is when you rehearse for a debate, you get like practice questions. She had the right answer, but not the right answer for the question that was asked during the debate. They were kind of like answers that were like close to what she was asked in the debate, if that makes sense. So she has to be able to tweak on demand what she was gonna say. And then I think she could have given out more policy. But I agree. I think she totally won that debate. Trump was not focused whatsoever. And I don't know why he wasn't focused. He did a very good job, and I mean very good job, when he came to debating Biden. Even though Biden was having his cognitive decline issues, Trump didn't get all crazy and, wild back then. He has to act like he has to tell his policies, whatever you want to call them, MAGA, conservative policies, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. It's just Republican policies here, right? Because I think at this point in time, both sides call each other extreme, so it's just kind of like the way it works. But I've seen him do it before. The fact that he wasn't able to do it was very, very shocking, because I'm sure as he was getting tutored or taught, or doing his debate prep, he was told to do certain things that would make him more likable, because with the national audience and stuff. And I felt like he probably just ignored all that fucking advice, all of that advice. So we'll see if he's able to change. I doubt there's going to be a second debate. I really doubt it. I am happy they shook hands at the beginning of the debate. That was kind of nice to see. I mean, not like mind blowing, but it's just like, okay, cool, we're back to a little bit of normality. You think there'll be another debate? No. I don't think there's gonna be another debate. I think both Kamala and Trump are lame. Yeah, I think that's how most people think about them, though, right? Obviously, Trump would be better for the market, but I believe both are putting on a show. Oh yeah, definitely. Right now, I think one of the reasons that Trump is really still neck and neck in this race is because we've already had him for 4 years. So for all the crazy stuff the media kind of talks about him, like, oh my God, he's evil, he's Hitler, he's this, he's that. Like, he was already in office for 4 years. And it wasn't, besides COVID, it wasn't really a terrible time. You kind of, like, if you watch the news, the world was falling apart. But the world didn't really start to go all downhill and start to go to the wars until after he was at the White House. So people kind of say like, okay, you said World War III was going to happen. You said this was going to happen. That was going to happen. It's happening under Joe Biden, not under Donald Trump. And so that kind of background thought is kind of helping him out right now. And again, people typically don't trust Congress and they don't trust the media. So as politicians talk, it's a whole nasty gray area soup, and he's able to take advantage of that right now. You hope they have another debate in Vegas, Nick? I missed an opportunity. I wasn't actually watching the market during the debate. I was trying to watch snippets of it and stuff. But yeah, it was kind of crazy on Twitter. I saw a lot of people like mad about the moderators. I was actually pretty mad about the moderators. I hate when they're so obviously biased. But Trump could have helped himself by being a good debater on the stage, and then that happening, that would have helped him out a little bit. Now it's just like it made a bad situation worse. And I Crypto Trees, happy to see my man. Ego crush, embrace love. Oh, there you go. I see what you're saying. Out of all the candidates, this is the best one the United States can come up with. Yes, dude, we are fucking weird over here in the United States. Trump came out of nowhere, right? But Kamala, she's pretty much establishment. She used to be, I would say, more ideological left, and to some degree she still is. But I don't think she's going to really be doing much as president if she's elected. I don't think she has the votes to push a lot of her agenda forward. On top of that, it's just going to be a shit show whoever's ever elected. But again, I'm moving out of the country next year. I ain't giving a fuck about all this type of stuff. I wonder if I should take a long here. No, I'll let it sit for a while. There we go. I am hoping we make a little bit more of a move here. If you see the chart, you can see Bitcoin dump when Trump got his butt kicked. Oh, I believe it, because Trump is perceived to be better for the Bitcoin markets. Sup, Michael? It's been a minute. I've been here. Have you been lurking around in the background? Thank you for your TA. And always, Jim Bob, I appreciate it as always. Appreciate the happy emoji as well. Might be forming a Batman on the 15-minute chart. Possible short coming up. This 4-hour chart is what I'm looking at right now. And I'm basically hoping that within the next 3.5 hours here, before this timer runs out, Bitcoin tries to have a surge to at least retest this. And then at the end, it tries to break out maybe the next 4-hour candle. And that's where we start our larger move there. Right now, it's a risky proposition here. Let's see. What's something that I can do here? No, we'll just wait. I'm gonna do some live trading with you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna save it for that. But right now I want to see us break out and have something more of a curve. I just can't tell if we're gonna have something more of a head and shoulders, right? Not head and shoulders, excuse me. That Batman pattern you're talking about, or if we're just gonna start to curve and then push back down and then pop. If we do curve and come back down, maybe I'll do a live buy right here and then see if we can push up. Because then my stop loss would just be somewhere right around here on 57,200. That doesn't seem like a crazy idea to me. Yeah, let me see if I can pull up this and see. This one right here. Oh, well, there we go. That was interesting right there. You see that? Yeah, what the? God, I hate this drawing tool sometimes. But the 5, yeah. So it's definitely getting pushed upward. Now let's hide the RSI. You definitely saw that pop. Well, see, as soon as I think about buying, I'm like, Now is it too late to buy? Oh, where's my? Is it not going to come through? That's the question. Don't know why it does this. See if this works out. Well, I'm already not going to buy it now because it's already taken off without me, but what's going on here? I'm not getting this, there we go. Let's see what happens here. If we have a little bit more of a pullback, maybe I'll try to buy into it. There we are. Yeah, but Bitcoin's already leaving me behind. It would have been fun to go over to JumpX and you try out the 1077 futures thing here. That might have been kind of fun for like something of a 1 minute chart. Betting that's going to go up, you know, and then bet a few bucks and wait for that. I'll try to do that in a couple days actually. So it's 5 minute chart. What's the one like? Still pushing down. Do we have an engulfing one coming up? Or are we going to push back down here? That means I should be able to buy at a cheaper price here. Might give it to me. 20 seconds left. Let's see. Feels like that's what it wants to do, but there's still some good buying going on right now. Yeah. Can't believe they're trying to make a move now without giving a little bit more time to cook, but somebody was pretty excited about getting in here. 15 hasn't moved back up yet. Last few 15 moves have been generally higher here. That's nice to see. This one not. Towards a level of resistance too. Yeah, the last few 15 upswings, they've been pretty decent for Bitcoin here. Now we haven't really had that move just yet. The 1 minute looks like it did engulf. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Maybe I'll buy some up here in a little bit. 15 minute chart. Yeah, not too bad. This nice bullish work on the daily right above support is looking good. I'm just hoping that Bitcoin can really have a surge here later on. I mean, I told you guys it would probably happen later on tonight, but you know, even still, I'm seeing the 20 moving average come up a little bit more. I'd like to see a pump come along, and I'd like to have just a simple stop loss right here. You know, nothing too crazy. I just feel like it's going to last a little bit longer right now. Let me see if I bring this back up over here. Let's put that on. There's the 15 minute chart. Actually, let's go to the 5. Kind of see this pump taking place. Why is that so zoomed in? There we go. Let's see. This is why you wait a little bit. There we go. Okay. I'll see if I can buy some up in a few minutes here if we cool back down a little bit. And that was a surprise little pop right there. Up to 60. That's what I'm hoping for right now. And hey, Alan, I'm happy to see my man. The bullish formation on the 5 minute chart seems too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, that's why I'm waiting a little bit. I was waiting for that engulfing candle right there. That really took us back down a little bit more here. Because you could even see somebody tried to dump right here, a little bit of selling, and somebody really just preemptively took that sucker off. Here. We'll do a... Because when I see this happening so fast, my mind goes back to like those basic patterns. And it goes to one of two things. We're either going to try to curl back up here and do a crazy move, or this is making some type of high here. Pretty soon we're going to have to consolidate. And then later on tonight, that's when we have that larger move. right? So do I want to buy right here when I might be able to buy it over here, or do I want to wait to see if it breaks out or not, right? For me right now, because we are live, I think I'd rather just buy it and get it over with and see what happens. I'm wasting time talking when I should be buying, but let me just do this right here. I don't think it'll be the end of the world. Let's go with USDD. Let's go with the 20x leverage, and then let's just plop down. I would say, oh, let's not do it 20x. Let's do a 10x leverage. Let's not be crazy here. And then let's go over and put down about $2,000. Was that too much? We'll see. And then what I want to do is just kind of give this a few seconds. You can see how we're coming down a little bit more. So if I'm buying this at a 15 or a 10x leverage, if it comes back down here, that means I'm down. Oh, no, I mean, not really much, about 5%, but I kind of want that 5%. So again, that line hasn't been established, but just for now, let's add a little wick here and, a little line. Could have been a nice cup and handle here if we didn't have this midday dump, right? Yeah, I'd really like to see that dump of that 15-minute chart's cruising back up, so let's just go ahead and pull the trigger. That's why I did the 10x leverage, so I'm not at risk of my account doing anything crazy. Let's switch this down to 1,000 just to be safe here. I only have 10,000 this account. 20% would be kind of crazy on my part. There we go. We're up by 0.01%. Now we're down by 0.04. The travesty. But at least you guys kind of understand my thought process, and we'll kind of just watch this as need be here. And that way I have it open so I don't forget. And hopefully by tomorrow, next time I go live, it'll still be open and we should be good to go. I didn't add any stop losses to this, so there's a few different ways I could do this. The low of this candle is like 57,211. The way we're going, it should be okay. So let's just do that. 57,000 to 57.2. So if I lose this trade, I lost it by 6.5% or $65. A little bit of a closer stop loss than I might otherwise do. Actually, I don't like that. That's there actually. So let's actually move that down. Let's go to 66.5. Oh, no, 56.5. 20%, yeah, I'd rather have that. I'd like to get a little bit more wiggle room here. Yeah, just a little bit more wiggle room. Hopefully we can have that move. I'd hate to get stopped out right over here and wait for it to go. But again, this is something more of a day trade. It's not something I'm hoping to hold for days and days and days, basically. If I zoom in here a little bit more, here's the 1 minute chart, right? We're doing a little bit of a baby flag here. We're up by like just a few bucks, but we'll see how this turns out. Still, kind of makes me think we need to cool off a little bit, but this is what the patience is for, I guess. Odds checker has Trump as an underdog. My favorite is Cornel West at plus 550,000. Oh my God, Cornel West. I met his vice presidential candidate, I believe, about 2 months ago or so. She was a very nice woman, but she was just looking for volunteers and stuff, and I was like, I ain't volunteering for shit. But yeah, she was very, very nice, very, very nice. But I don't even know much about Cornel West's platform or anything. He needs to get his hair fixed before I even think about voting for him. We're going up, then be short in this motherfucker. I mean, that weekly chart still looks very, very bearish, but I mean, like, I'm hoping that if we pop up a little bit more, really, I'm really hoping that gives us the really good opportunity to start shorting back down here. Even right now, after this little bit of a pop, Bitcoin's still having some issues, even just trying to keep this move going, so I would wait for the correction to play out. I know, Vegas Nick. Part of me is doing this because I'm a YouTuber and I just want to be in it. And you guys know, like, once I'm in a trade, I I kind of like pay more attention to it. I can be kind of funky sometimes, but I'm trying to work on that and myself, and that's why I give myself a decent stop loss. I'm going to see what happens. As far as a price target, though, you know, I have a lot of choices here. For me, I'm thinking the safe way is just to kind of do the scalp back up here towards like 58,140. But in my heart, I kind of want to see if we get back up here towards 59,000 or at least 58,005 for like almost like a, you know, 1,000% profit. Because like what? Right now we're up 1.5%. I mean like 15 bucks. You know, we're still grinding along. We might actually break this little bit of a high here. But so, you know, we're doing something right. But we're also just very you know, we're close to the resistance here, right? Maybe go to the hourly chart. Get this volume out of here, right? We're real close to that resistance. Typically, I'm the type of guy that likes to scalp and sell right around here, and that's why I had a lot more money involved, and I was gonna go with the higher leverage, but I'm like, I gotta at least pretend like I'm a what would you call it? A more responsible trader. I don't like to be total crazy with my trades. Even CryptoFace doesn't do like 1,000x leverage and shit like that. He just has a bunch of cash. He can go invest in, right? But yeah, I mean, Bitcoin's going right now. It's launching. You know, we're up 4% so far in the last like 5-6 minutes since I opened up the trade. We're going up. Can we have a breakout though? That's the question here. There we go. See, but it's gonna have to be a big pop, and this is why I usually freak out a little bit personally. Like, I wouldn't say freak out, but I'm like, yeah, I might want to take my little bit of profit here and just run. But there's not really enough profit. It's like 40 bucks. What am I gonna do with 40 bucks? That's not even a full tank of fucking gas anymore. So, you know, I'll let it be. I'll hope for something a little bit larger, and then not even hope, just expect. But maybe 59,000, maybe 58.8. How much money would I make with 58.8? Part of me is also like, damn, maybe I should just wait for, like, just put down 60,000 and just wait, see what happens. Entire position, oh, right here. If I waited till $60,000, I'd make about 419 bucks. You know, remember I only did a $1,000 trade with 10x leverage. 58.7. That's about 194 bucks, 20% profit. Yeah, let's do that. That's something that we can actually achieve in a short time frame. And plus, I want to stick to that motto of about, yeah, that means we're going to have a nice little spike to break out here. We'll probably end up going even higher, but I'd rather just know confidently that I'm going to be able to get out of this trade for a profit. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Up 4%. There we go. Okay, we'll see. Teeny weeny flag. Mostly, I'm just watching this 15-minute chart, though. That's what I'm really looking at right now. That stochastic was turning over, the RSI turned over. That's kind of nice to see. No divergences here for a while too. There was divergence back over here, but that wasn't too bad. So yeah, we'll see if we're able to get cooking. Again, we may just get rejected from here and that be it. But I'm hoping this more recent pattern, this is more of a random pattern. You guys don't have to like trade like this. These last few times we've had some, you know, MACDs turning bullish. We've had an okay opportunity grinding up. It can be a grind, it can be a pump, whatever. But you know, we've been doing okay. So if only each one of these candles was a minute candle so we could continue just going up. The 1 minute's going to cool us off here pretty soon. We might be able to flag here, actually. Let's see. How's this looking? We haven't broken out either way. Got 13 seconds left. All right, place your bets. Next 60 seconds, are we breaking out or breaking down out of the small pennants happening right here? 2, 1. Oh, never mind. Okay, whatever. Still trying to make a move there, though. There you go. You can see the baby flag. Well, this one makes it look like we didn't actually break out there, though. The 1 minute did. Oh, no, we didn't break out on top of that one. I see what's going on. Yeah, definitely some consolidation going on right here. The 1 second's cooling off. Yeah, maybe we will cool off a little bit here, but that one right there was a nice little move. What's the 5 look like? Still got 30 seconds. Okay. I won't zoom in too much on it. There we go. Go back to the 15. Just kind of watch it play out here. And then how is everything going with coin market cap? How's everything else doing last hour? Yeah, why is Ethereum down so much more compared to everything else? Look at that last 30 days. Bitcoin's down 3% basically last 30 days. Ethereum is down about 13% Solana's only down about 8, 9. Dogecoin's only down about 5. XRP's only down about 6. Tron is up 21. Tron is coming back. That is crazy. ADA is up around 4.5, and AVAX is up 10. Ethereum is under some punishment right now. Very big punishment. I think that's specifically because the Ethereum Bitcoin chart looks kind of bearish for Ethereum. I wonder if that's the case here. We might pump all the way to 60 tonight. I'm really hoping we can. Josh A wants us to go 59,500 to 60,000. See, I'm very open about my issues with trading and how I'm not a perfect trader. My big issue is I tend to just sell way, way too early. But I like that certainty of just knowing I'm going to have that money. I just like that certainty of it. I think that's because I'm self-trained. I'm not like professionally trained. I didn't do all the crazy stuff, like take a big course and stuff when I learned to trade. I didn't even know the right words for different things I was saying. I just saw patterns because of my ADHD, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, with a slight bit of autism. I accidentally bought the same coin or two different blockchains, one on ETF ones and one on BNB. How do I change one to another so there's not two of them in the same coin in my wallet? I don't know if you can. If you would probably have to swap it 1-to-1, right? So you'd have to swap the BNB one for the Ethereum one. You probably have to pay some gas fees for that one. That's probably the only way you could really get around that. I don't think you can actually just like switch it around like 1-to-1 type of thing outside of that type of scenario, or you would have to like just sell it and rebuy it basically. I'm not an expert with that type of stuff. But normally I just buy one token and that's it, and it's usually a token against USTD. Yeah, that's usually how I trade them. I'm always buying a chunk here and there just the same. Yeah, it makes it so much easier for me personally. Do you think Sheeb that follows Bitcoin heavily is a good investment? I'm also curious on Marge X. Do you have a transfer coins in US being that said that buying not available on country leverage? Let's see. I'm not sure about Marge X. Yeah, I don't have access to it here. Usually, if you have coins on an exchange that says you're not allowed to trade on their in any specific country, I typically am like, hey, I'm just going to move everything off because I don't want to have any worries, any problems, because every now and again, I don't say all the time, but every now and again, the exchange is like, hey, you can't keep any tokens over here. Then they send some random email saying, hey, if you don't get your tokens off by this date, we're going to take your crypto, or you're going to forfeit your crypto basically. I'm like, oh shit, I don't check my email every day like that. So, we'll see. We're up to 5% basically. We're trying to make a move here. We're trying. Little baby steps here. Baby steps. Back over to the 15 here. Yeah, I mean, they just started launching it right here. I'm glad I was able to buy it at least a little bit down here on the dip. Not even a good dip because I was talking so fucking much. And hey, the dude, happy to see my man. Hey, Sin, happy to see you as well. Nice little heart or fire heart. It always makes me think of Game of Thrones when I think about that. So here's the moment of truth, everybody. We are going to have to try to break out here. I mean, if I was a whale, I'd definitely try to short us back down. That momentum is nice to see, though. We're gonna hope, the way we had this little bit of a pop right there. I'm hoping we can have something more substantial here that really brings us back up here towards the 58,000 level. Like, where's the high here? Where did we actually stop last time? Let's go over here and just put that line right there. Can I? There we go. And let's see if we're able to do something here, because we have a little bit of resistance. Let me put on the price action concepts again. You can see the order block finally broke 5%. There we go. So we're making some steps here. There we go. Funny enough, the whole time I was saying maybe we can have a cup and handle, and maybe we still can have a cup and handle. You know what I mean? Maybe we still can. But right now, they're definitely trying to chew through some of these walls here. And hey, CT, I have us hitting some nice resistance right now. Not the smartest place to long or short from this moment, but I like short, so that's probably means you should long. It be like that sometimes, doesn't it? Right now, I'm just looking at that 15-minute chart, and I'm like, man, we're just now getting started with it. So I'm hoping over the next like 2-3 hours, that'll be the trade that I need and the money that I need to just, make a quick buck, basically. After that, it could easily start coming back down. The bad thing about all this is we all know that Bitcoin has been kind of volatile over the last few days, And so after we kind of make a little bit of a peak, we could easily dive back down. Then all of a sudden you're just holding for too long and all boom, you know, comes down quite fast. Hoping that we can do something here. But again, we are facing that order block right now. It's going to take a little bit of muscle to push us through. And let me just do the top of this right now actually as well. So there we go. Here, we can go to the 1 minute chart and you could already see this actually giving a little bit of weakness right now. This really needs to pick up because by the time we come back down here, it's going to be forced to come back down for a longer consolidation, which would make sense because we're at level of resistance. 1 second chart very fast. Yeah, it's gonna have to be one of those nice little pops that comes out of here. I like how you can see the baby order blocks here though. Come back down a little bit more. All right, let's go back to the 1. Second chart's too hard to watch. Here's the 5. And again, it could just be a cup, an ugly cup, put the handle down here and then push back up. Again, that could be something. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Huge cat ears. I don't have any cat ears. Oh, is that a pattern? Maybe a pattern. Short squeeze so close. I mean, right now we're close, but yeah, I give it some time to cook a little bit here. If this is going to be a cup and handle, we're going to have to fall back down a little bit more and then have that big spike here. This is a 5 minute chart, so maybe a half an hour, you know, 45 minutes at maybe a max. So we'll see. But we got some excitement right there, that's for sure. Sui is moving nicely. There we go. And hey, Verk, happy to see you. Exhaustion because how high it went up. Yeah. Even if it's on a 5 minute chart, we don't really have a lot of crazy news pushing us right now. And here we go. The potential start of a cup. And if you guys can, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the channel or like the video. If you guys hadn't noticed, I'm actually starting to do more daily tutorials. So today I posted a video about just, you know, the simple moving averages since they changed the name from moving average to moving average simple. And then, excuse me, afterwards, tomorrow I'm coming out with one about the MACD. Then the next one I'm going to come out with RSI. And it basically will give you a bunch of settings on top of that. So if you guys like MACDs and you guys want to have different moving average numbers, I'll give you some moving average numbers. I'll give you some moving average numbers or some numbers for this, the RSI, stochastic, MACD, all that type of stuff. And then I'll get into some of those long tutorials here pretty soon. I'm just getting myself back into a groove because I haven't done a bunch of tutorials in a hot minute. But I know a lot of you guys like these tutorials. It's just that every time I go searching for them online, and let's just say I do YouTube work. Okay, I'm manifesting work. There we go. Trading strategy. Like let's say RSI trading strategy. Right? Most of these strategies are not that good. So my job is to make a better mousetrap here. They sound really fancy and whatnot, but yeah, they just typically don't work too well. And I think that's because the way they're taught is people like see that says buy, sell. I mean, I'm probably gonna do the same thing, but when you get down to the meat of the video, I'm gonna do the same thing because they get clicks. But when you get to the meat of the video, you have to pair the RSI with something else. You can't just trust it blindly. You have to be able to see the pattern or which way momentum is shifting with your own eyes and that type of stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of different ways to do it. Beginner guide to RSI indicator. Look at that. I mean, this thing's moving down, but this thing has like 1.7 million views. That's a lot of views right there. This is what I need to do. I need to have a little setup like this so you guys can see me. But I have like too much shit going on behind me right now to do all that type of crap. Now that my sister's gone though, I do have my own desk upstairs again. So I should be able to make different types of content in different locations in my house. And hey, the real MFer, happy to see my man. If this ends up falling, where do you see first take profit for a short? I mean, personally, it would come down quite far. It would probably come back down here to like the $55,000 mark. But if you wanted a first opportunity to short, because I know you're kind of close to where we are now, I'd probably just make it around 56,000 bucks, and then afterwards you kind of move it down a little bit more. because you don't want to hold on to it until next week over here, because that's when, you know, rate cuts and stuff start happening. That volatility is going to be moving Bitcoin up 4,000 or 5,000 bucks, or making it crash 4,000 or 5,000 bucks. It's not going to be a peaceful week next week. It's not going to be peaceful at all. And there we go. Push that down a little bit more. This order block right here is at 56,800 if you want a nice level of support. So it's like 56,800. I might go a little bit above that, around 57,000 for that first one. Again, just because to make sure I'm getting out of it, right? There we go. Nice little bit of a sideways move right now. You're like number 29 right now? What for what? Ooh. Shorting 59,500 to 60,000. Excited? Short. Oh yeah, okay, sorry. I thought you were shorting right now. I was like, let's see. Let's see right here. I mean, it's not too far away when you think about it as far as shorting. That's why you see so many people looking to short for that longer term, because that daily chart, it's just turning bullish. So we might see a bit of a pickup. My hope here is, again, for my target price right now is what? 58.7. 58.4 is the 20-day moving average. If we break above this, there should be quite a bit of volatility, and that volatility could, I mean, like, really get us spiking up towards like 59,000 bucks. But you know me, I don't know. I don't know. I like to just get in and out of trades a little bit faster. It is a huge fault of mine. But you know, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. You know, I just want to make money. There we are. Okay. Any news as far as CoinDesk is concerned? Thousands of verified reviews. Oh, LEPAL, yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's what we were talking about the other day. U.S. core inflation rose 0.3% in August, faster than anticipated. Bitcoin slides, yen gains as Trump-Harris debate disappoints markets. It was a huge disappointment for the crypto markets. Caroline Ellison shouldn't go to jail after FTX collapse. Attorneys say yes, she should. Yes, she should. Let's see. Harris won a U.S. presidential debate versus Trump. Poly market betting suggests. I cannot disagree with that statement right there. Or at least that she won the debate. Indonesian crypto exchange Indo DAX hacked for 22 million. Pause activity before bigger hit. Interesting. Singapore investigates 7 people for providing WorldCoin services. Oh, wow. Oh, WorldCoin accounts. Okay, I see what they're doing. Okay. How are the memes doing? Home, is there any new memes coming out? Let me zoom in here a little bit more. Sunfox, 200,000 market cap. This is something. Sunfox, I can vibe with that. Anything over here? Lucky Snake 2025. No, you can't have a year in there. That means it's destined to die. Sunfoxy. No, that's too close to this one. Sunfox. I call this Clifford. Sun Rescue. Sund. Trana. No interesting names right now. Alright, so what's actually popping off right now? So Sundog, market cap. Muncat. Can I buy Muncat anywhere? Crypto Zillion Club, that's a CZ one. And then we got Slowtron, Cat of Springfield over here making their moves. Wukong, another Wukong right here. Dragon of Tron. They gotta start coming up with some better names. Like, all this stuff is pretty simple. Like Sundog, Tron Bull, InvestZone. You know, not IY, whatever this stuff is. I don't know. Oh, let's go back over here though. There we go. Coming back down a little bit more. This is gonna be the big moment of truth here. Typically, we don't want to fall 50% from the point. So you could almost think of this as, what is that, 700 bucks? That's like, we don't want to fall more than $350. That's why I think we start to have some issues here. And 350 is coming close here. They're really trying to push it back down. There we go. Let's see. What coins are out there that look like Bonk looked a year ago? I wish I was a Swami. Right now, I've been looking at some of those Tron tokens over here, you know, just trying to buy up a little bit as I can. Like Sundog is still 300 million, even though it's like the top one. It's still only 300 million. Tron Bull's at 100 million. Invest Zone is at 24. Those are some of the ones I've been looking at. I've also just been looking at, again, coinmarketcap.com memes. And what the fuck is all this stuff on the side here? Why is this here? I want to get rid of that so I can actually see what's going on. Okay, well, let me just go over here. Let me go over to filters. Add filter, market cap. Let's have a market cap of 500 million. Apply filter. I want a price that's, low, so let's make it under $1 basically. Apply filter. And I wish I was able to do meme coins here, but I don't think I'm able to show results. Right, then you might just look for some memes in here. You got Book of Meme is pretty cheap right now. Cat and a Dog New World may be pretty good here. Log is still technically up a little bit, since even though it's like down 30% for the month. So maybe I do this year to date. What's been moving up? Turbo still fine. Remember, if you bought Dogecoin before the 2021 rally, it was around like $200-300 million market cap. Osaka Protocol, that name doesn't seem like it'd be good enough for me, but it's there. Constitution DAO, Sun. Sun could be interesting right here. It's at number 48, so, it's there. Space, no. Book of Meme is all the way down here as well. Sundog is here at 290. Anything else? That Near Ethereum that we were talking about, it's down quite a bit. It's like down 11% so far today. It's really coming down hard after a pretty good year. Giga Chad, that one's growing up a little bit here. JST, this is one of those Tron tokens again. Let's see. A lot of this other stuff is down like 50% year to date, so it's not doing so hot right now. Now we're back down to like below 150. Signally, no. Looking for something with a little bit of meme ability here. But also had a good day. Below non-playable token, that could be something. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, let's just hit this button. There we go. Now we can see everything that's good. Yeah, not many meme coins in here though. Bitmart token, that's an exchange. Let's go down a little bit more. Let's try one more page, see if we can get, yeah, 70 million. This is very high risk. Miro, I own some Miro. Yeah, that's about it. Not many tokens out there that look pretty crazy, right? KRC20 memes this weekend, Nacho. Oh, let's see right here. No one has gone broke taking profits. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Bonk was ranked like, what is that? What are you saying here? 594 last year? Yeah, see, exactly. It can happen really, really fast. It can happen really fast. Oops. Now, again, I have a bunch of different settings on right now, but if I go back over here to this, I gotta take a sip of coffee here, guys. Hold on. Excuse me. Let's go to page 5. Let's actually go to page 5 and see what's actually up year to date. Miro. If you're gonna go all the way back there, this is 430 at this point. You got Miro right there. Everything else really hasn't been having a good year. Slurf is one. Apu is one. Palm, I don't know what the heck's going on with that one. It was going up. Bobo is one right there, 40 million. Everything else hasn't gone up too much. So there's a few. Kendu, I mean, there's a few out there. Not a lot though. There's a few. And Bitcoin's not showing enough strength right now for me to be very excited about that move. Moo, Maniki, Duker are my favorite low cap memes. There you go. You got some options right there as well. And hey, bot, what happened to the game? Oh, sorry. I still have it. Like I'm still here. Don't worry. I got all this You might be able to see Loki on the sofa. No, the fan's blocking him. Here, let me give Loki a treat. You'll see him pop down. Oh, he heard it. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Come here. There he goes. But yeah, the big difference basically is when I'm streaming like this, I'm not using my full monitor. When I so like with the page you just saw a few seconds ago, all I do is click that button, and this is exactly that that gives the spacing for this to look like the numbers are right against the screen. See, that's the only real difference. But I have to cut my head out of it a little bit. Maybe I'll add myself to a box or something in the future. Maybe that'll happen. A little bit of a bounce with Bitcoin. Let's pray very fast. Let's really pray that we can get a cup and handle out of this. I don't trade cup and handles all too much, to be honest, guys. So it's not something I prefer trading. But the 12-hour chart specifically looks just so much fun for right now. That's 12-day. There's 12-hour. The way we've just had some crazy volatility, I'm like, if whales can save us from coming back down, maybe we can pop off here. Maybe it's meant to be. You know, it's meant to be here. We'll see though. But yeah, that's basically what it looks like. I'm here. I'm about. I'm heavy in Moo and Giga memes. I've been hearing the Giga ones being a little bit more, you know, a little bit more crazy right now, because I've seen the Giga Chad one and it seems to be doing very, very well. Nero, BitGet, BGB. I've been in BGB for years, dude. Like years. My BGB average for BitGet token is like, it's like 6.5 cents. Now I'm mostly out of it, but I've been holding it for a while. I think I maybe only own like a maybe like 1,200 left, but it's still there. It's still there. There we go. All right. There we go. Bitcoin's trying. It should be something more of a casual move back up, but it looks like everybody's trying to buy right now in anticipation. We lost all of our gains though. Now we're probably only up like 2%. Yeah, 2.2%. Here's the 1 hour chart though. The 1 hour chart doesn't look too bad actually. It's that 5-minute chart that you see all the drama happening around it. Let's lower the RSI and the stochastic and then move this over a little bit more as well. There we are. All right. And hey, Tony, happy to see my man. Head and Shoulders. I hope it's on a Head and Shoulders. That'd be absolutely insane right there. And I'm doing well, Tony. Just sent my sister off to college. She's going to her new apartment. She's all excited. The grandparents and her are all driving up north right now. And then I'm going to get a call from her actually probably about a half an hour or so saying that they've arrived. And I'm going to, you know, give her a little conversation every now and again. Just like, hey, how you doing? That type of stuff. So pretty good. I'm thinking of tomorrow going to the cigar lounge. Yeah, I'm probably going to go to cigar lounge tomorrow too. I got the house back to myself though. And this time, for the first time in years, I am not watching the cat. You know, I got the cat. I was watching the cat this past year when my sister was at college. She took the cat this year. So now it's just me and Loki. And maybe if I want, I'll get another puppy, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm waiting to see how this Thailand stuff works itself out first. You get to pump this the Bitcoin song. What do you call it? It'd be nice to have a good song like that. I don't really have any good music to play besides the pretzel rock music. If you guys listen to people on YouTube, they're most likely going to be playing songs from this, because there's a little button up here where it says YouTube safe, allow mature, instrumental, and download. YouTube safe is the best one because it means that YouTube isn't going to take down the stream. But when I play music that is sorry, I'm so out of it right now. So I'm talking about family stuff. If I play music that is not approved by YouTube, like Beyonce or Drake or Kendrick Lamar, YouTube will shut down my stream right then and there. With that music, it's been pre-approved because I pay for it, and so I'm allowed to play all those songs while streaming, and YouTube will not get mad at me. Every now and again, there may be a glitch where it does get mad, but I've been streaming for a while and I haven't seen any issues there so far. Airbnb her room? Oh hell no, I don't like living with people, dude. I hate roommates. I've only had one roommate I liked, and it was just good, okay roommate. Everybody else, God, I fucking hate roommates. I fucking hate roommates. Like, there's just so many different things. Like, one roommate that I had, he was very messy. He spilled coffee on my printer and he didn't want to pay for it. I was like, what the fuck is the matter with you? And then the next roommate, he was one of my best friends from college. We were fine with it for a while. Then there was another house I moved into with that friend, and that was a shit show because all the brothers, like one brother was always getting arrested. One brother was going through like sexual issues, and so he was always freaking out and bugging about shit. And the other brother was causing too much drama because he cheated on his girlfriend. I was like, this is too much. I was like, fucking going on like TBS. You know, it's like a soap opera show or something. And then the last one before I moved out of Montana, I was next to this, living in this guy's house. It was like a little bit of a college house. It was fine. But then like a middle-aged dude moved in with us, a bunch of 20-year-olds, and it was just very awkward all the time because like when somebody's older moves in with you, you feel maybe a little bit more obligated to be older, like more normal, if you will. So like anytime you bring a girl back to the room, you're trying not to be too noisy and shit. It's just a fucking horrible time. Now with this, you know, me living in the house all by myself, I'm like, oh yeah, this is great, fantastic, ooh la la, you know, I got my own space. I got not one TV, not two TVs, not three TVs, not four TVs, but 5 TVs. So wherever I'm fucking in the house, I can just turn on the TV and just like chill. I got 1 sofa, 2 sofas, 3 sofas, 4 sofas to lounge around at. I got 3 beds to chill in if I feel like, oh, this bed's not comfortable tonight. I'm going to the other fucking bed. You know, life is pretty darn fucking good. Roommates, I just can't do it. Airbnbs, can't do that. I just don't like people too much. They irk me. And it's not their fault, it's my fault, but I just don't want to put myself in the situation where I'm like, dude, I fucking hate you. Get the fuck out of my my house. It is something that will tick me off every time. I've had too many bad roommates, and you know what? I just don't like it. I just don't like it. They may cook up some really shitty food. It may smell up the house. I fuck no. Yeah, just so many variables. You know what? You know, it's too many variables. Way too many variables. I don't care. I don't care. Too many variables. Pepe Coin, Kishu Inu, Volt Inu. I do own some Volt Inu. I bought it like a couple months ago. I think one of you guys mentioned it to me, and I was like, yeah, I should buy some up. But yeah, I got some of that. And hit about XRP. I do have some XRP, but I'm basically just waiting over the last few years for XRP. Sorry, that was a Jason Casper reference. He got a pump song. Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay. I don't know. I don't listen to much music right now, but I need to start doing it again. I listen to music, but it's not like the songs you hear on the radio or even on Apple Music. Like if you go through my music history here, it's gonna be the most random shit you've ever heard. Like there has to be a music button over here, right? It's like my music section. No, this isn't my music section. Okay, go to my home space. The music of the night, you know, Phantom of the Opera. And then there's There'll Be a Payday, right? From the Righteous Gemstones. I haven't even watched the show, but that song is just so good. Is there any more music? No more music? Okay, but yeah, there's a bunch of random songs and whatnot that I listen to, but it's not your typical music. It's a whole bunch of other stuff. It can even be classical music. Like right now, if I click on this one, I can't play the music for you guys. I gotta stop it right there. You know, there's the Bells of Notre Dame, Hellfire, the Prince of Egypt, the Gladiator theme song from the movie Gladiator. Let's see, what else is there right now? Oh yeah, Aya Nakamura over here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Aya Nakamura, Fly at Vogue Paris, one of my favorite songs right now. I'm all over the fucking place. I think it's like I think I actually have autism, and I just don't have like a confirmed diagnosis. Because like I've talked with tons of people about how they like curate their music and stuff, but I can't listen to a genre alone. I have to listen to some of this, some of that, a little bit of dash of French in there, maybe some Spanish music or something. Even though I can't even speak the languages too much, I still like to hear it a little bit more. Yeah, which makes me kind of fucking weird. So I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know. My music taste is all over the fucking place. Listen to Nipsey Hussle? I don't know. Skyrim soundtrack pretty good too. Skyrim's also pretty good there right now as well. Skyrim's also pretty good. Gamer, what about Solana are you asking about? And hey CT, what about CWAR are you asking about? You talking about a daily checkout, or are you talking about something more short term here? I'd be happy to help you out there. Vivaldi? Yeah, Vivaldi's really good too. That's some of my guy. Dude, all my friends only listen to the same type of music. It's all like, I like listening to old folks music, old black music. So I talk about the Spinners, the OJs, all that type of stuff. I like it a lot. Dude, this Head and Shoulders is not working out well. It's about to fall. It's about to dump here. Yeah. So I listen to a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, it's just very, very confusing. Long term, thank you. Yeah, no worries, man. CW War. Is that what it's called? C-War? Yeah, C-War. I need better glasses, but I don't want to buy them right now because I don't think I have the proper prescription. Okay, it's only on a few exchanges. It does not have good liquidity, I'll tell you that now. So this has been dumping for a while. Wow, okay. So obviously this is like a YOLO meme coin right now. This is not something you just want to be buying into here. This is a high risk type of trade. All I would say is right now, that weekly chart, what is it? I can't tell because it's been going down so much. Do we have any historical? No, not really. How's the 12-day looking? Daily. Daily's been bullish for a while and it really hasn't made a move, has it? I guess it's been bullish for MACD's been bullish plenty of times and it hasn't made a move, so that can't even use that. The best thing for this one is you'd have to pretty much just buy it and just kind of hope for the best, because all the technicals say down, down, down over time. And look at this monthly chart. It opened up back over here in 2021, you know? Pretty much came to KuCoin right as the market was crashing. And it just never really got back in here. October of last year had a bounce. March of this year, February, it came back up a little bit from 1.5 cents up to 5. It had a pretty decent move, but it really wasn't able to get anywhere close to where it was in the past. So it's a very high risk token. Now, as far as the market cap and stuff, though, this may make it a little bit more interesting. Oh yeah, 1,700 on the list. Yeah, this market cap is 1 million. Yeah, it's very, very difficult to get this thing going, but blockchain multiplayer game. They must have a Twitter account. 150,000 followers, followed by a Bybit and crypto saving expert. So they got stuff working for them. So it would be an okay as a YOLO, but I mean that's going to be a hard right now because those technicals are just. I mean, look at that. You know, the good thing is when it does start to gear up, it can move pretty fast. That's the type of move you're pretty much looking for right now. What, 18 days until this candle closes? Bitcoin didn't have a crazy bad month last month. Yeah, this one just was so much worse. I would say it's probably worth about 50 to 100 bucks. And you kind of just wait for the market to pump here and then play that wave. But don't be surprised if it goes down 30, 40% before giving you a few 100% back, right? That's what I'm looking at there. Do we end up breaking down? Yeah, or close to it at least right now. Let's see what happens. Let's push it right there. No, 15 should make it a little bit easier. There you go. Oh yeah, look at how wonky that looks right now. There we are. Put the MACD back up there. There we are. Okay. If you're thinking music tastes so weird, like I listen to East African music. Oh, I don't care about the type of music people listen to or even the awkwardness of it. I just think the awkwardness is like, I just can't listen to one genre of music in a row. My mind has to go somewhere else. Unless it's maybe something more R&B-ish. Because I think R&B music to me is like pure background music. So I don't sing along, I don't do a bunch of other stuff, and that, you know, that's about it. But yeah, that's basically it. Give Afrobeats a try. I tried it a while ago. It doesn't really suit my taste most of the time. Every now and again, if it has something going on, I kind of vibe with it, but most of the time, Deep tech minimal house. Yeah, that could be something right there. And oh, sorry, I missed the other message can. What part of town am I looking at? This could be a cup in hand on the 15-minute chart actually, but we'll have to see because it's getting too close to that level I was talking about earlier. Yeah, just the way that thing came back down, it wasn't gradual. Ick. Now, as far as Thailand, let me show you right here. There's a few different spots I've seen, right? Like there's Spanaway Graham. That's where my grandparents live. I guess I live a little bit more south, but yeah, I live close there. So Thailand. All right, so you got Thailand, you got Malaysia. What's the different boundaries here? There you go. And then where is it? You got Phuket down here, Phuket in Thailand. It's really this area down here. They seem to have some nice, nice areas. Google Maps, just pick a road. Right? Pretty simple. Groceries. Not all high tech and new. I'm sure they probably have some areas like that are high tech and new, but I don't know if Phuket's that area. Whatever. Robinson Lifestyle. I don't even know what that is. I was like a mall, perhaps. Yeah, mall, basically. Yeah, so somewhere down here, the houses are pretty nice from what I understand. There's also islands over here that you can live on, but I don't really want to live on an island like that. I feel like that's too much. There's also this little area over here, Pattaya. A lot of friends said I should move to this area specifically because it's somewhat close to Bangkok, and they said it's a lot easier when the friends come, so you can just pick them up and stuff instead of having to do all this other stuff. Because I think there's an airport over here, but it's like basically got a whole other flight for your guests to do. And so this is another area over here, like Pattaya City house, long-term rentals. Hey Deval, Philippines is very nice. I just like the Thailand more. I'm thinking that I may eventually try out the Philippines for a few years in my life, even as I'm paying for rent in a place in Thailand. So I'm thinking of doing that. I just don't know what their visa cost is. But Philippines is another close option over there. I think I'm going to spend like a year in Singapore, a year in the Vietnam, a year in the Philippines, that type of stuff. Just a full-on year and see how I like it. Or however long I can stay without the visa costing me a mini fortune to stay there any longer. I think just to get into Thailand, it's like a few $1,000 at least. I think like $13,000 for like a long-term visa. Yeah, houses for rent in Pattaya, Chonburi. There we go. And I want to do USD. And then I want to do a minimum square meter, 2,000 square feet, basically. Square meters, whatever. And then, there's only one. Oh, sorry, shit, not 2,200. Oh my God. 2,000 square meters is fucking insane. And then rent, I just want to have a price, max price, $1,500. There's no reason to go crazy in Thailand. Okay, now let me see if I can go to more. No, I don't think I need anything else here. Okay, so let's go to newest first. A 3-bedroom house, right? So you can just get stuff like this. Nice little pool. Now, would I get this place? No, because it has no big yard to it. But it looks like it's kind of in the middle of a city type area. So I don't want people in skyscrapers watching me while I'm swimming in my pool. A little bit of an older property. It looks fine. That's kind of what I'm going for. You can have a house like this. Again, not really much enough of a yard. But I mean, for what? Look at that. You get the whole house furnished, right? You get that for $1,300 a month. It's really nice. I just want a house, though. I don't think I can search for it, where it has a yard, like a large yard. It's not something they generally go for, but to me, it's something that I think is important. And I also like let me look for a villa instead of a house. That might help me out a little bit more. That's too small. Nice house, but too small. I've been really vibing with those courtyard style houses where there's like a house in the front. You had to walk through your courtyard to get to your guest bedrooms. I thought those were really fun. But yeah, but basically, yeah. Oh, this is Pati. This isn't Phuket. There's not as much room. So yeah, you can see all the houses and stuff much more put together. But yeah, so I'm thinking those types of areas. Bitcoin's trying to hold on. We'll see if it's able to. That's a pretty nasty move right there. Now I'm listening to dark techno. Dark techno always sounds kind of fun. Only time I listen to techno though is usually when I'm driving. Like when I'm driving, I have sing-along songs I have. There's a DTV visa for digital nomads, allows you to stay there for 5 years for around $300. Is that in for which country? For which country, Joseph? Is that Thailand or Philippines? I haven't looked at the housing situation in the Philippines though either, so maybe that's something I could look into. Let me see. I didn't spell Philippines right. That's okay. House rent homes in Philippines. Please have the price change. I hate when they don't have price changes on their websites. I don't want to use your currency. I want to use USD because my brain only comprehends that. Yeah, there's no changing that. So let me get out of here. Philos for rent in the Philippines. There we go. Let's try this one. Looks like the same logo as other. Yeah, this is the same company as the other one. So USD. All right. Any price? Let's go to 1500. Here's one. Oh, that's only 60 meters. Oh, fuck that. I need to have a house that's at least 200 meters. I want more room than I need, but not too much room that a cleaning lady would. I would need like multiple cleaning ladies. 3-bedroom villa for sale or rent. What's so bad about this villa? That's $370 though. No yard. Nice water. Look at that. Look at the water though. Holy shit. I do not want a dragon on my fucking property. I like how it just comes with a woman or something. Yeah. Not my cup of tea, but it's a house, right? It's a house. And apparently it's a very cheap one. I don't know why it's so cheap though. That's crazy cheap. 5-bedroom villa for rent. Cut. Can't pronounce that properly. Who takes these fucking pictures? Get an iPhone. Get a Huawei phone. No, it's not clean enough for me to like this at all. Even with a cleaning lady, I don't like this property too much. Yeah, it's not enough. And these pictures are fucking horrible. Fucking horrible. Maybe I should choose house over villa. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's doing nothing. Is it just staying steady? Yeah. It's trying to hold on for dear life. It's trying to form that cup right here. Or it seemed that handle. It's trying. Oh, yeah, let's see if that momentum can keep it going, though. I don't know. We're up by 0.49% right now. Alright, let's see. Not bad. Not furnished, though. 250. I don't know. I have to do a deeper search in here. A lot of these houses are icky. Let's see. You know why? Because I don't really have a set location on these. That's why I need to search by location. Oh yeah, here's some nice houses. These are the ones I'm looking for. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to check these ones out. I kind of like the ranch style houses where everything's one floor, but that's me. Because I've been, you know, when I go over there, I've been inside people's houses, and they all have these really cool like stairs where you're basically like, there's stairs where they come out of the wall and there's no rail on them, and I'm like, they look kind of cool, but I don't want Loki like flinging himself off of them trying to jump and do a lot of karate shit. But yeah, so I'm gonna be careful about that. They speak good English in the Philippines. Oh, I believe it. My mother's old caretaker, she was from the Philippines. One of them. What do you know about flash loans with Ava? I have a friend that's trying to get me to invest. Seems like a scam. I have never heard of that before. And flash loans sounds like a crazy concept. I don't even know what it is. But if your scam bells are ringing, typically, you know, you probably stay away from it. Don't get loans if you don't need loans. Don't get loans to trade money. Don't get loans to trade stocks, forex, cryptocurrencies, gold, oil, whatever. Don't get loans for that type of stuff. Yeah, I would definitely not do that. I have no idea what AAVA is though, so I just don't know. Flash loans AAVA. So it looks like you're getting a loan for your crypto, perhaps. These transactions do not require users to supply collateral. Well, that's not good. You want to have collateral. There's no real world analogy to flash loans. No real world analogy. So it requires some basic understanding of how state is managed within blocks and blockchains. Yeah, I'd pass personally, but that's just me, right? There are some people that made tutorials for them, so maybe they had a marketing campaign a while ago. Here's a Reddit post about it. Before you read my word vomit, please note that all the YouTube videos and online tutorials on flash loan bots are scams. If they want you just to deploy their contract and give it starting money, they have fake import statements look legit and at a glance. But if you actually look, it hard codes the address like Pancake Swap Merger. What even is a manager for Pancake Swap LOL to be their wallet, and they just steal your funds. If you'd like, you can check out my gift head repository here where I know. Okay, whatever the fuck. So just to recap, yes, it's possible, but it's unlikely for the common man, in my opinion. So yeah. Anything else? Reddit. Flash loan problems 4 months ago. Yeah, see, this only works if the person taking the loan essentially still has assets to function as collateral on the back end. If someone with not a penny in their name takes $200K loan and doesn't pay it back, and the court issues a judgment against them, what difference does it make? Again, that's why I laughed when we were talking about the no collateral part. So, stay away. In my humble opinion, I'd say the fuck away from that. Thailand is a bit more secular. That makes sense. I'd party in Thailand and raise a family in the Philippines. I have that option too. I mean, I hope to have a family out there in Asia. I can hire multiple. I can hire a cleaning lady. I can hire a nanny. I can hire multiple nannies, all out there in Asia. You try to do that stuff here, I can barely get a cleaning lady full time, and that would be that'd be taking a lot of resources out of my pocket that I don't feel like I need to take. Like, who needs a full time cleaning lady in America? I just for the cost, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that one was whack. Yeah, definitely a little bit whack there. I've been to the Philippines 5 times. Oh, dude, that's a lot of times right there. I haven't been there as many times. I just like the water, and I like their ferry system. Their ferry system is awesome. Reminds me of the Washington state ferry system. I think they actually take some of our ferries every now and again, actually, when we don't need them anymore. There we go, Bitcoin. There we go. Come on, let's go, Bitcoin. Let's get this party started. Let's see right over here. Let's get out of that very fast. Music is still rolling on here. Shannon Sharp is trending. Don't look it up because it's some crazy shit. Politics Alberto. That's my dad's name. Fujimori. Oh, it's not English. Not English. Not English. Not English. Not English. If it's not English, it's not worth reading, in my opinion, right now. Crypto Wendy. This is a serious question that she needs answers to. Twitter needs to have captions on this type of shit, because I'm listening to hip hop at the same time. Let me see what Crypto Wendy is talking about. Let's go over here. It should pause in a second. It's not even pausing. This website is such trash. Yeah, refresh the page. There we go. Let's turn this back up to maybe 89, 90, 90%. Okay, what's Crypto Wendy's question?
Question for all the people that are on the spectrum. So, when you're eating snacks, like chips or candy, do you have to eat it a particular type of way? Like me, for example, when I eat chips, I have to eat 2 at a time. like I have to get 2 like this and eat them like that. Or if I'm gonna get like Sour Patch Kids or Swedish Fish, whatever, I have to have 2 together. The color doesn't really matter, shapes do, but I was just kind of curious because, I don't know, I was curious. Let me know in the comments.
Oh, that's an easy one. I just have to just basically not have too many foods touching. Like I'm that guy that goes to a barbecue or buffet or something, and I'll get a whole bunch of tiny plates because I don't want my mashed potatoes to touch my meat. I don't want the gravy to touch anything but the mashed potatoes. If I have peas, I don't like peas, but if I had peas, they couldn't touch anything. If I have corn, it can't touch anything. I can't have stuff touching. But I feel like that's a kind of a normal thing. I don't know if that's a spectrum thing. I feel like that's normal. Damn, those eyes look kind of fucking scary there. I paused. Let's see. Back over here. Not Ben Shapiro. Why is Ben Shapiro popping up? Oh, yeah, he was talking about the moderators last night. Why can't I just search Bitcoin, not hashtag Bitcoin? People who have Bitcoin but never post anything. Oh, is that Keanu Reeves just chilling there? Having expectation, never a good thing. I bought 20 Bitcoin to retire my family 7 years ago. Now my bag is worth 1.5 million. 1.15 million, excuse me. I only invested in 19.9K and that was all I had, but my conviction was strong. That was all you had, and then you invest all that. You were doing okay then. Because, what do you call it? People act like they just, how would I say, like the average person can just toss in 20K. No, anything else? Why are all these such old posts? I guess it's not old, it's just a day. Asset class market comparison. Real estate gold. Yeah, it'll get there, it'll get there. $100 a month Bitcoin, gold versus fiat. Anything else? Not really. Bitcoin as soon as I sell. The hell? It's also sped up a little bit, but they're also going real fast. Damn. All right. Oh my God, is Bitcoin going to pull it off? Bitcoin may pull it off right here. All right, let's put on the hip hop music again. And there we go. There we are. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Now we're back to 4% basically. We're making a move here, guys. We're trying. Hopefully with a nice bounce. I mean, so far it's coming. So far. We'll have to wait and see. Not normal. Definitely spectrum. Yeah, probably. Well, like when I was growing up, we can watch it here. There we go. So you guys can see everything going on. When I was growing up, I didn't have enough money to go to the clinics and stuff like that. And even if you did have enough money, like the waiting time for like the government assisted healthcare was like months and months and months in advance. Like anytime I had a dental emergency, you couldn't like schedule a dental appointment because you're gonna have to wait months to get it fixed. What you have to do is you have to go private, right, and just pay cash. And so what I did back then was a lot of times, let's put the 1 minute chart on here. Let's see if we can get a nice little hook there. They were going to have a cup and a handle within a cup and a handle. Oh, a cup and handle within the cup. Yeah, look at that. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. They really try to push that sucker down too. So I never got really tested until I was able to afford it myself with the with my benefits from my corporate job a while ago. There's Bitcoin. Mwah. But yeah, I mean, I still haven't even had a formal like autism test or anything like that. I don't think I want one, but it's nice to know that I have ADHD. It's nice to know that I have very bad ADHD actually, because yeah, I have really bad ADHD. See, and hey, the gist, no worries, man. My feelings are pretty good. When are we gonna rock it? Right now, you're trying to see Bitcoin trying to do something of a pump right here. There's a few options. It's either gonna be something more of a cup and handle, right? Or it can be something more of a double top. That's what Tony's talking about right now. And then there's a chance that we just keep on going sideways overall, and it ends up just being a bunch of nothing happening. For now, we'll find out in the next like 10-15 minutes. So it's trying, right? And there's that resistance here. This is where you see the middle of the order block, also matching up with that resistance there. We're going to have to see if the bulls can get something going here or if they're not going to be able to. See? Trying to push it down right there a little bit more. We're going to have to see. Because in these types of moves, we usually have like a large candle, kind of like a big, I don't know, there's different words for it, but maybe you want to call it an igniter candle, where basically just see it kind of like boom, like game on, let's go, right? We're looking for that right now. Until that happens, you're seeing a pretty much like triple top type of event right now, or a double top over here. Not too much of a V shape right here, because you saw that double bottom right there in the breakout on top of that double bottom, but you can see it trying to happen. That's actually a nice little scalper's play right there. But we got 4 minutes. Let's see how this ends up panning out here. We don't really have much news going on. What time are we in right now? So we're in Tokyo time right now. Oh shit, as soon as the Tokyo markets opened up, look at that. New York market was not good to us today. London, of course, not really much happening until the US goes. And then Tokyo, yeah, Tokyo yesterday, a lot of volatility in the Tokyo cycle. I mean, this is usually when I trade though, right? And there you go. See, we're getting pushed back down again. It's not over, but yeah, we definitely just want to see ourselves getting pushed back up here like a little bit more forcefully. Right? Because the 15-minute chart looks like that. The 5-minute chart's kind of iffy. The 15-minute chart still looks fine. Like we talked about before, the momentum is still there. RSI, stochastic are still bullish. The 5-minute still looking okay. 1 minute turning over a little bit here. 1 hour still okay. 2 hours still okay. 2 hours just now turning bullish. Oh, and we're breaking above the 200 right now on this. So this is going to be an iffy one, but I think we can still push it out. 3 hour, nothing really there. 4 hour, nothing really there besides some bullish momentum, but no real moving averages. So much more volatile. I like the 5. The 5 looks much more dramatic here. Much more dramatic. There we go. So we'll see if we're going to be able to pop out of this or not, or if we're going to get pushed all the way back down here towards 57,602. Oof, double derp. What's my first target price on Bitcoin? For the position that I just bought, what did I choose? I think it was like 58,700, I think it was. Yeah, 58,700, and the stop loss is 56,005. I don't really think I need the stop loss all too much from what I'm looking at, because I can just kind of eyeball it. Once this kind of fails, I'd probably just sell up here just to be done with the trade. But it looks like 58,700 is kind of where I'm looking to sell. The levels of resistance are pretty thick right here. And then the 4-hour chart comes along. I'm kind of looking at that 200 moving average right up here, which is kind of around 59,000. I just want to preemptively get out in case we get slammed at that level, because I'm probably going to do an advanced trade to not have to do the market issue. When you do market trades, typically you don't get the best price, which I found on most exchanges. So I typically don't like to do market prices at all on exchanges these days. Everything's usually advanced trade. And hey, Josh, hey, buying more, hold on. Okay, I'm waiting to see Bitcoin pump off of that buying you're doing right there. What's the indicator you have for the market times? It's called market sessions. There's like time sessions right there, and then there's market sessions. One of you guys told me the exact name and I forgot. Market sessions. I think it's the market sessions by Leviathan. I think that's the one it is. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. There's more than a few of them though. I mean, there's a lot of them. There we go. Let's push that back a little bit more. It's just kind of nice to see what's happening. I like the Tokyo times. Actually, one of the reasons I actually started my stream at this time was because it was Tokyo time. In the beginning of my streams, when I did a lot more, it was because I was like after I got off work and stuff. But that's before I even got into cryptocurrency. Back then, I was just covering stuff around Seattle and different finance topics, but not really crypto focused. So I was like half Seattle stuff and half like how's the stock market doing. Sorry, I watched too much Eric Crown with the derps. Oh, you're good, man. You're good. Let's see right here. I don't actually know what derp means, but I think I've heard it many times before. Popcat's up a little bit today. Popcat's up around 4%. Wild's up around 3%. World token is popping off right now as well. So you're seeing some alts actually take advantage of this move and start to move up a little bit more aggressively. Book of Meme is making a move, not much, but it's there. Baby Dogecoin's up a little bit, and everything else is kind of just okay. But since the day started, Bitcoin is up around $500, or about 1%, so that's kind of nice to see. There we go. That was the 15 look. Yeah, the 15 is kind of where I'm concerned. Not even concerned, I'm just kind of like, let's see this move happen. We got the momentum we need, but again, this takes hours, which is the painful part. If you go to the 1 minute chart, there's like so many times where you might panic, like, oh my God, we're going to fall down here. Oh my God, we're going to keep on falling down here. You know, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, we're going to fall back down here. A bit of a double top. This is why the 15-minute chart calms your heart a little bit more. But I'm waiting for a big buyer to come in here. I'm not really waiting for retail to make this move. I'm waiting for something of a, a little pop here. 5x on FTM coming, Michael. You want to do a little 5x on FTM? I haven't traded FTM in a long time. Just bought. There we go. NA Shane 59,200. That's an okay limit right there as well. I mean, whenever you guys place your own personal stop losses and price targets, generally speaking, most of them are in pretty good ranges. It just depends on how long you're really looking to hold on to a position and what you're kind of expecting from that. Usually, if you have a large amount of capital, you don't really have to hold for weeks and weeks and weeks. I typically do it every now and again because it's very fun. And then with cryptocurrency, it also just, the move is so massive. Right now, I haven't been doing much swing trading, as you guys know. So I've been doing more scalps, and those scalps have been making some good money. But again, right now we're not even up much. I think we're up like 4, maybe 3.5% right now. So we still got some room to go here. And let me see, any more news coming on? Indonesia restaurant in the Netherlands now accepts Bitcoin. Let's see. Vote for Bitcoin. I like how there's like a double micro sailor back in the background. There's more of them in there. AI is kind of funny like that. Let's see. No. Yeah, not really much else on Twitter right now. 2,000 Bitcoin of shorts just puked on Bybit. Retail was a mass short. Oh shit. Wait, what the fuck does that mean? I can't even see the two different charts of what was going on here. But something was happening. Something was dramatic. Bitcoin is still in a bull market. My market analysis. Let's see. The price of houses isn't going up. The USD is going down. That is both. Both is happening. Both is happening right there. Let's fly to resistance. 67,000. Wouldn't that be nice? 67,000 bucks. I'd love to see that, but I don't know. Oh, see, we worked back up and it still got knocked back down. Oh, this is a few minutes ago. Never mind. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that surge. But again, that means I'd be selling right here after the breakout, and it could possibly go all the way back up here, right? Should we wait for that type of move to possibly happen? I think it's okay to go big or go home in this situation. So maybe we'll check on it tomorrow, and maybe we'll just set this to 60,000. Oh, because we got more inflation data coming out tomorrow. See, this makes it so much more difficult. Why not? No, because if I lose, I only lose like 150 bucks. I think this is worth the trade here. So let's go to 59.5. There we go. 33% profit. I think that's more reasonable. We'll move that stop loss up and just see what happens. Because regardless, we're either getting rejected and I'm having the short-term stop loss here hit, or we're going to have a pretty big breakout and everybody's going to be super excited about it. One of those two things is going to happen. I'm okay with changing it up a little bit. I want to give myself some more time to cook here. 59.2 is next level above if we break these highs point of control. I think we should be able to break above that, but yeah, it's going to be something more of a pop though. Yeah, it's going to have to be something pretty large to do that. Let's see. Can a YouTube look at the open interest, please? You're not YouTube. I don't know what that means, but I'm not sure. And no worries, Josh. Yeah, happy to help. Or if I did help, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, this is definitely taking too long, though. All I want to see is Bitcoin pop. That's all we're looking for. But I told you guys earlier it might happen overnight, and I hate waiting for overnight. We're looking at it. We're so happy right now. Like, we have the opportunity to really have a nice pop. We're close enough for the 20 where we want to move this 4-hour candle or the next one and really get grinding here. But you know me, I'm very impatient with these trades, which is typically why I have them on a separate monitor and I'm doing work or I'm playing video games on the side. And I haven't played video games in a few days, but maybe I will tonight. I'm not entirely sure. No, I need to go to the store and freaking buy food because I have no food. I have no food in my house. I have a bunch of food, but I don't have the ingredients to make it into nice dishes, right? And I'm a guy that has like maybe like 100 cookbooks, and I cook out of them all the time. But I think lately I've been on a seafood binge. I've been liking mussels and clams and oysters. Oysters in a red bean sauce are fucking, oh, they're fucking amazing. But again, you know, I need to get some mussels. I need to get something in my system here. I had a smoothie. That was it. Yeah. Oh, God. There we go. Come on, Bitcoin. Just, I'm so impatient. I'm sorry, but I just want this to freaking already happen. Maybe it happens the next half an hour or so. Let me see right here. Oh, you know what? I've been surviving off of coffee. I think caffeine makes you not as hungry. You can definitely see there's some battle right now. And this is one of the reasons you typically want to short that like 50 moving average I was talking about, like way down here. Because then it allows you to not have to worry about breaking up because you know there's going to be a big level of resistance here. There we go. And then Docs, Twitter, Telegram. Does the Twitter account actually give notes about any tokens that are happening? Followed by Hunter, Justin Sun, and 2 others you follow. Calling all Tron developers? Oh, okay. Let's see. No, not really much going on there. Okay, that's fine. And hey, I'm happy to see you, my man. Hope you're doing well. Right now, we're basically just seeing if Bitcoin's going to do a little bit of a cup and handle type of breakout. It's a very slow move right now. Very, very slow move. And hopefully we can see Bitcoin break above like $59,000 basically. That'd be the short-term target. If you're looking for tomorrow, maybe we'll get up to 60,000, 61. But we got inflation data coming out again tomorrow. Don't be growling and grunting at me. Loki's stretching and he's most vocal when he stretches. Like, rah, 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 rah. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. Yeah. You're tired, I know. But yeah, well, let's see what happens here. Is what I do want to look at here while we're kind of chilling. Let me pull this over here. I wonder if I should double down into my trade or not. Nah, I should be fine. I kind of really do want to double down though. Let's go over here. Villas for rent. SD. There we go. Any price 1,500. Let's go with the highest to low. And then I want to have. Oh shit. Damn it. No. Okay, good. It saved everything. 200. There we go. When we get off of this, Bitcoin should have popped. Let's hope. I wanted to see if I can find any nice houses over here, but it's just not. Let's see. Yeah, the more I look at these houses, the more I'm like, I like a lot of them, but I just need land. Like that's 2 houses close together. It's like was that one big house? This actually is a pretty nice house right here. Is that one house? No, it looks like there's 2 houses here. Yeah. Who wants to share a yard like that? That's horrible. No, not really much going on. Okay, never mind. We'll skip that for now. I got to spend a lot more time looking at houses and whatnot. So what's actually popping up right now? Everything's kind of cooled off a little bit over the last few minutes, actually. Yeah. Coin market cap. What inflation data is coming out tomorrow? Let me remember. I think it's CPE or no, I think CPE comes out on Friday. Hold on. Oh, PPI. Sorry, PPI is coming out. And then consumer sentiments over here on Friday as well. Or maybe CPI doesn't come out this week. Does it come out next week or what is it? Friday. Where is CPE coming in? Well, anyway, there's there we go. PPI is coming out tomorrow. So business inflation basically. We're looking at what 0.2%. That's not bad. What was it last time? Yeah, previous 0.3. That's not bad at all. So we're going down though, and that means we're probably going to hit our inflation target again. The economy is slowing down a little bit too fast, but we're going to have to worry about that when the Fed makes their next mistake, basically. All right, but this may take a little bit longer than expected, so we'll have to wait. Sundog looks pretty good, but I don't trade any of these exchanges it's on. Where do you buy yours? Right now, I basically just been waiting for them to hop on weeks. I don't have the Tron, ecosystem app just yet. Like I don't have the MetaMask or Pancake Swap type of stuff. Like you can connect to a wallet and do all that type of stuff if you wanted to. You could buy them straight from this website because it's like a Tron approved website, I guess. But for me, I'm just kind of waiting. So let's say something like Sundog here, right? Sundog markets, right? None of these are available in the United States right now, as far as I know, right? Maybe Tapbit is. I'm not entirely sure. Right? Not really here. So I can't buy it just yet. So typically, if I'm not going to swap for it, like the Sun swap, like I said right here, Sun pump, right? I'm just waiting for it to show up on Weeks because Weeks has a pretty good opportunity there. But you go over here to Tron Bull. Tron Bull. $110 million market cap. Markets, right? It's on exchanges, just not the exchanges we don't have access to. And so I'm just waiting for them to show up on Weeks. And I think it'll happen in the next couple of weeks or so because they are trying to push them out as much as possible. But yeah, it's more difficult right now. Your best bet is to have a VPN and choose one of these exchanges, which I don't really recommend because VPNs can be kind of crazy sometimes. And then or just do the Sun swap here, which I think most people are just swapping for it at this point in time because they own a bunch of Tron. And, it's pumping up Tron's price because everybody wants to buy it in order to swap for it, which is ultimately a good thing for the price of Tron. But again, they're just swapping back and forth to try to buy up as many meme coins as they can. Let me try one more Invest Zone. There you go. It's on Bing X, MEXC, and HTX. Bing X used to be allowed in America just like a bunch of other ones, but they kind of got kicked out there. Oh, Bitcoin, just hurry it up. Because we don't want to really break down below this trend here. We should, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but wouldn't you love to see a nice little pop? The way we're going, though, how slow this is taking, it almost feels like this type of move where we are going to get rejected off of this, right? And then we're going to consolidate. Then later on at night, like at 10 o'clock or something, that's when the pop happens. Because I'm just not seeing that big boom. And when I see this pad like a little bit of a higher high, a little bit of a flag, woo, that's what I'm looking at right now. But let's see what we can get out of this. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll see a nice move. Let's go right here. Not what I want. I just want to have the lines there so you guys can see what's going on. I don't know, that it looks horrible. Yeah, maybe these are good. But I have to go over here to settings and I have to turn off the extend right line. There we go. There we go. And then maybe Yeah, we're going to need some force to break out of that type of pattern. Makes you feel like we're going to have to come down here. And if we start breaking down below this, oh, that's going to be a terrible move. That means tomorrow's going to be nasty in the red. But I'm hoping we can consolidate a little bit longer and then make that move up, later on. That's the 5-minute chart. Looks a little bit, looks way different on the 15-minute chart. So definitely some stuff going on. 1-minute chart, is that any better? Yeah, not terrible. I think I prefer the 5-minute chart the way it looks though. There's too much going on with all these lines. That way too much going on with the order blocks and everything. Moving averages. You don't even really need the moving averages to be trading this stuff right now either. Sundogs on week's futures. Oh, well, there you go. I'm wondering why it's not showing up. Oh, you know why? Because I was on spot. Perpetual. There it is, weeks. Yeah, I was on spot. So yeah, if you want to and you want to do some leverage trading on it, I have a link down below for weeks. I mean, I like it a lot. They have a bunch of tokens. Like, I don't know. Let me see if I can pop it up and show you. Oh, hold on. Let me log on this one. Log in. Okay. Phone number. All right, there we go. Let me zoom out here a little bit. There we go. Go over here to spot. All right. Let's just kind of scroll down like this. Oh, I guess it's moving everything down, but no. Okay, no, it's just gonna do all that. Okay, but basically, woo, a lot of tokens on spot. I mean, I see Sun right here. Sun. Is that a different token? Let's see. Yeah, this is Sun Dog. Sun. So they got Sun, just not Sun Dog. And Sun over the last month is up quite a bit. Yeah. 0.009 to 0.02. I mean, it's moved up quite a bit here over the year. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Since October 2023. Yeah, this thing has been moving. It's dying down a little bit, but I feel like that's a buying opportunity based off how everything's been performing so far. Yeah. Ever since I got on weeks, you can see it just selling off right here. But I mean, look at that. That's a sell off of around like 8%. Could be worse. A lot of tokens go down like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Oh, yeah, it's still trying to pump, but that pump looks so funky now, right? It's not all pretty. I like a pretty formation. That's not a pretty formation. And hey, the Jizz can just feel a big correction happening right now, or coming. Excuse me, guys. The question is, what time do you see that coming, right? Because when I would admit this short-term time frame, it looks a little bit more bearish, but like the way I'm looking at it, I'm expecting some whale to come in here and just start popping shit off, and then doing some dramatic stuff, which is why I'm still streaming. I think I started streaming at like 5 o'clock. It's been like 2 hours now. I'm like, I want to see this happen. I want to see it happen. I also want to see myself make some money, but that's secondary. My pride is on the line. Not really, but you know what I mean. Stupid double top. Dude, this is almost like a quadruple top at this point. Like we're still trying. Like the fact that we didn't just have a straight up come back down and after that makes me a little bit more happy. But again, the way we were talking earlier, that there's still that trend line right there and that one right there. Maybe even better one, this one right here, right? We're going to need some big pop right here because if I'm a scalper, I'm going to have a tight stop loss or eyeball. I'm going to try to push this back down and see what happens. But if we have that big pop, that kind of spooks them out of the market. The level of resistance that we're trying to beat right now is what? Yeah, 58,888. I don't think this is actually a big level of resistance to really break. There's an order block here. We can take this off. Really, it's $58,088. $58,088. But look at that little move. Come on. I just want to see Bitcoin have the nice little pop here. I mean, it's trying. I mean, you could 1 minute chart, 1 second chart. There we go. There, that's what I was looking for. See what I mean? You can kind of feel it in there. You can kind of feel it. But I mean, that just blew the top off right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. See? Got a little bit of profit now. Can be proud about it. I mean, not a lot, but for doing a little scalp for you guys, that's why I'd be like, okay, cool. It happened. See, I knew there was a reason I was still streaming. I almost called it. Let's see. Let's go back to the 5, and there you go. Well, that was nice. That was nice right there. Okay. Well, we broke out there. We don't have to have that anymore. But you see what I mean? Like, you could tell that resistance was there, and you're just waiting for that big, that little, kick in the ass. It's hard to time it, but you can kind of feel it's coming. There we go. Josh A, smiley faces. There we go. We're pumping now. Now, when do I sell? That's the no. I already have my thing. It's up here. See, we would pretty much be hitting my resistance or my target price here a little bit later. So what's going to happen is we're gonna spike, right? And then my target price is like up here at 59,000. Now we're gonna go up here. We'll get close, and then we're gonna come back down. We're gonna gruel on for a little bit. Then I might be mad at myself for losing some money here, but I think. You know what? Okay, I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to go back and change this back to the different target price. And I forgot because this account is a copy trading account I have for you guys. I'd rather do my normal strategy on here instead of changing it up a little bit for views and whatnot. So we're at 58,000. Let's go to 58,005 maybe. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. 16% profit. I think that's a solid profit right there. Yeah, 58,005. A little bit lower than I want to, but I kind of just want to. Oh, because it's going to keep on going. I don't know why I'm so hesitant right now. It's always because I'm streaming with you guys. It's the only reason. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. That was a beautiful breakout, though. And hey, V, one day shows massive cup and handle, then 3/4 points made by handle left, then breakout. I mean, we were watching the cup and handle for a while, but that handle was fucking going down for a hot minute before it popped back up. We almost reached that like 50% line where you don't want to cross back down to the handle. But yeah, I mean, oh no, but we were talking about this cup and handle. This isn't a daily one. This is like a 5-minute cup and handle. That's literally what I was trading. I saw it happening. I started to pop with that. Man, I was like, I gotta wait for the drop. Bought it here, But I like what I'm seeing right now. We'll see how this ends up playing out. But I'm just happy we were able to get the pop. Now, can we continue? Oh, and also we talked about the 15-minute MACD, how it's been giving us some good signals over the past few hours. And this was another great opportunity to buy up that MACD point. And we're not out of the trade yet, but we're up 12%. So why not have... No, let's just leave it alone here. I think we can go a little bit higher before we start to consolidate again. What's the 5 showing us here? 5 is still fine. The 1 is seeing a little bit of a reversal here. And nothing too crazy. Alright, there we go. You might also see a nice pump at this level now, taking out the shorts. That's what I'm hoping for here. That's what I'm hoping for. And hey, Tony, I want to thank you, Crypto Life, for Jordan C., Tom Cran, and Eric for Lama for the trading knowledge that I've learned. Let's see. Jasmine should be a huge W pad on the daily, right? I mean, you're going to see most altcoins pop up right now because Bitcoin's breaking out. We were up like 1% for most tokens. Now you're seeing Miro's up 3.5%. Baby Doge is up 3%. Some stuff is up like 2% for Filecoin. Popcat's not 4% right now. Still breaking out a little bit more. Turbo's up 2.5%. Turbo's up 2.5%. Same with MOG right now. And we're hoping to see a larger move. Right now, Bitcoin's up like $1,000 in the day. I think it's like $956 right now. And we're going to see if we can continue this pump going on. And hey, Vegas, I smell 60K. I mean, I'm hoping so. Right now, the breakout just started. If you guys are going on for like the breakout here, There's a level of resistance you guys got to know right around here, around 59,000 basically. The daily, see how we're tapping on this 20-day moving average? By the end of the day, we should really be able to have a pretty big candle coming out of this. You know, we're used to having some pretty aggressive moves when we cross above moving averages and below them, right? This could really get into a really big day going back up here towards 61,000 or so. But yeah, you can definitely have some larger moves there. I'm just taking this profit here because, like, this is a copy trading account, so I want to make sure that the account actually looks good. Or what I can do actually is, how about I do this? How about I move my stop loss to 57.8? 57.8. So no matter what, I'm walking away like 4% profit. And then I move my target price up a little bit, maybe 59,000. No, because I'm probably going to get stopped out early. Let's just leave it alone. We'll see what happens. You know, because there's going to be some consolidation and stuff working its way out here. But again, we're at the 20-day moving average. That's where you're seeing that level of resistance. If I go over here to the 15, let me put it on a fresh chart. This one just looks so cluttered sometimes. Always clean. There we go. 15-minute chart. Let's get rid of the RSI. I was using this for a tutorial, but I'll do something else. All right. And then I go over here to moving. Oh, didn't type that in. Moving average. Simple. And then I go back over here. Let's turn it into a green 20. All right. And then we go over here to chart. We make it daily. See what I mean? Like, we're right there. But when we come into contact with this, you can see the volatility that comes along with it. We could break out temporarily and get slapped back down. That's happened tons of times. But when we break down below that, we look for some real beautiful moves usually. Sometimes not, but usually. Coming close, you know. Put a resistance up there. We do have these larger moves as part of a nasty day, right? So hopefully we could take advantage of this on the bullish side here and get some, you know, some boom, you know, some chakalaka things going on for us. There we go. But the breakouts happen. Now we just kind of have to wait and see what happens next. Because Bitcoin's at 58,258. We have a short-term low breakout point right here at 58,000. I mean, yeah, let's just change it up actually. Let's keep the stop loss the same. No, because this is a copy trading account. I got to be a little bit different about how I think about this copy trading account. It's not just my money I'm trading. It's like, you know, the copiers and stuff like that. And I'd rather make nice, safe profits and like crazy ones. But yeah, let's see. And hey, Jim Bob, we're cooking. Why do you think I'm still streaming 2 hours later? No, I'm like to stream for like an hour, hour and a half. But I was waiting for that cup and handle to play out, and it actually started a little bit sooner than I thought. Back over here, I was telling you guys like, something interesting's happening right there. I think it was a 5-minute chart. Yeah. So we bought over here a little bit. And I think we bought it a little bit higher because I was talking to you guys and I ran out of time. 5-minute chart. Yeah, not the very dip part right here, but kind of when it started to bounce back out. And now we're just barely profitable at this point. I'm just trying to go. Wait a second. Why is this like this? Something's off. Is it because I'm too zoomed in? 15. It gapped. Yeah. Bitcoin might be moving too fast for this. I'm not entirely sure. The 1 hour chart still looks fine, so that's fine. There you go. Yeah, we might be heading back for more of a consolidation, which sucks, but you know what? Just leave it as it is. It'll be fine. And hey, Tony, you're definitely a goat. I just like trading. It kind of scratches that itch in the back of my brain when you kind of see something working out, like, ooh, you can feel something happening. But again, you almost got to think about it in terms of how a whale would trade, almost. Sometimes, not always. Like how you're talking about, like, there's that big level of resistance. We're not going to need something small. We're going to have to see something like kind of robust. And that robust move was what we basically got. Now we're going back to retail traders taking over, but at least the wall was taken down. We'd been trying for like, I don't know how many hours to really fix this up. How many? 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, like 3 days. This is the 4th day of trying to break out here, and now we were able to get it. Excuse me. But I really hope we don't have to wait till tomorrow morning to see that big pump coming out above the 20-day moving average, because this has been a big, painful part for us. We almost got back above it, back over here on the 29th, but we got rejected, right? So it's, I'm hoping the momentum is going to carry us on, but we had a little bit of momentum right here as well in the green. But I have to say we're starting off strong instead of like, in the finishing phases, which I kind of like right now. So give it some time. The 15 looks like that. It's not a crazy thing. We're basically just starting a cup and handle type of move. And then we should have a little bit more left in the tank here. Yeah, and we'll see what happens next after this. Why is this there? Is that supposed to be there? Did I? Oh. Fog wasn't on. That was funky. There we go. There you go. Yeah, now we're coming back down a little bit. That's okay, though. That's a lot of consolidation. Oh, let's see. I hope we go, but vector candles scare me. We'd like to take them back. Yeah, that's true. And I don't know, right now we're coming back down a little bit. So I'm going to end the stream right now, guys, because I need to get some food into my system. We'll see how this works out tomorrow. Still a risky trade because we do have PPI data coming out. So again, I'm doing this more of a short-term trade with you guys, but I like what we're seeing. The momentum is still good. And thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And it's always nice when a trade works out, while we're live streaming, right? So thanks again. I'll see you guys tomorrow.